Hello, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So today we are going to be doing a fall / Halloween kind of craft. Yay! I love doing crafts. So today we are going to be making, I guess it's like a no-sew patchwork pumpkin kind of thing. I saw it on Pinterest and I immediately was like, ooh, I want to do that. So let me show you what we're going to be using today for this craft. So this is just a styrofoam pumpkin. You can get this like at Dollar Tree. I don't know if you can get it at Dollar Tree, but I think I got this at the 99-cent store for 99 cents. It had fabric on it and I just ripped the fabric off. You can also get just those styrofoam balls, but with that there's an extra step. You have to like draw these lines perfectly around the pumpkin or the ball, and you know me, my hands are usually pretty shaky, so I just got a pumpkin shaped styrofoam ball, and you see I ripped out the stem, but I really like the stem, so I'm going to keep it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I think so. And we'll just shove it right back in there. Yeah, so you need a styrofoam ball or a pumpkin form. And then we're going to be using just some regular jute cord to wrap around the pumpkin. And I have some different patterns here. I just took a piece of fabric and wrapped it around a section, and I kind of like drew it out. And this is obviously because it doesn't look very symmetrical, right? But it'll do the job. And then I cut out all the pieces. I cut out extra because we're going to be stuffing it inside. You'll see. But I wanted my pumpkin to be have multiple patterns. So I got this one. I think I got this at Dollar Tree. Little orange pumpkins. And then we have a plaid design, which I absolutely love. And then we have the classic red truck with pumpkins inside. And then another plaid. I absolutely love plaid and stripes and stuff like that. So, in this pumpkin, there are 8 different sections, so it's just going to repeat itself. I think it's going to be very cute. And we have our little handy dandy X-Acto knife. I have used this X-Acto knife for so many crafting projects. It's like projects. So many crafting projects. It's the most amazing thing I've ever bought. And then we have some springform scissors, because if there is any fabric that sticks out, we're going to need to cut it off. Now, what we're going to do, and again, I've never done this before. I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, yeah, we could do that. We're going to take the X-Acto knife and kind of cut into these grooves. And then we're going to take the fabric, lay it on there, and then we're going to shove it in there. Now, I don't have I think it's called like a punching tool or something like that. So I just got some plastic little palette knives. I have this one and I have this one. This almost looks like a butter knife, right? But the thicknesses are different. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and do this one since it's thinner. But if it doesn't work, we'll do this one because this one's more sturdy. This one's more flimsy, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, and I also have a hot glue gun to hot glue the jute cord. And then we're just going to shove this right back in there with the hot glue. We'll see how it goes. I'm usually pretty good at crafts, but I've never tried this before, so we'll see how it goes. Now, I'm just going to cut a little bit. You don't want to cut too deep because, you don't want the pumpkin to fall apart. I'm going to start the cutting. If it is just a bunch of squeaky sounds, I will pause the video until the cutting is done. So let's go ahead and try it out. Oh, yep, it's gonna be too loud. Hold on. Okay, that was actually really, really loud. But I just took the X-Acto knife and went all the way around all the little seams. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really hoping that this isn't a very loud project, but I didn't even think about the plastic against the styrofoam feel or sound. Okay, so I did watch a video online, and man, did this lady make it seem easy. But we shall see, right? Okay, so she just shoved it, and she said that she does both sides, like, at the same time, so that it's even. And see how there's little pieces that are sticking out? We'll have to cut those off. Oh, I'm so sorry if it's a terrible sound. And then she said you just kind of pull it tight, and then you can shove it in there. Oh, no. I wanted it to be like a super cute Halloween craft, but I did not even think about the terrible styrofoam sounds. So hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, sorry. Okay. And then let's flip it around and stretch it and then stab it. Hopefully that's not too annoying. I know that's some people's pet peeve. If it is, just fast forward to the end and see if I did a good job. Fast forward, skip ahead, you know what I mean. Same thing, right? Let's see, what can I tell you while we're doing this terribly sounding craft? Maybe to distract you from the awful sounds. So, oh, maybe we could just shove it in there. I don't know. So yeah, I do have kind of some exciting news. It's not my news. It is actually my daughter's news. She auditioned for a play at a local theater, and guess what? She got in. It is a children's play, and actually by the time this video comes out, the play will have already occurred. I'm thinking about doing a vlog showing her little acting experience. I will do it if it turns out okay. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able. Okay, so I think this will just hot glue down once the stem goes in. That looks kind of cool, right? Let's see if we could just shove this in there. Oh, we can. And whatever little pieces hang out, it'll be covered by the jute cord. But yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to record in the theater. I know that we had to sign photo and video release things, so I think it's going to be okay to film in or at the location. But oh my gosh, she's so excited. She's such a little actress. She apparently, look at that. That's cute. And then with the jute, okay, I gotta remember the pattern that I'm going in. So let's do this one, and then we'll do this one. So, but yeah, she's gonna be a super famous actress. So you guys will get to see the before they were famous thing, Let's see. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to stab this without too much noise. I think this is really cool. I think. I know you can buy stuff like this, like at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or whatever, but I just think it's fun to do your own craft, I'm a very crafty person. I got that from my mom. I remember we used to do crafts all the time when we were little kids. It was always so fun, especially like in spring break and summer, that kind of thing. So I try and do the same thing with my kids when they're on spring break or during the summer or whatever. And the Christmas break is a different story because it's like, I'm too busy. We've got Christmas stuff going on. I got presents to wrap. I think sometimes we do like maybe one Christmas craft or something. But we don't do too much because during that Christmas break, it's kind of a busy time, Yeah, I think that looks good because like we'll hot glue the jute cord down, and you won't see any of the little extra fabric pieces, right? Very cool. Oh, I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's done. I have the hot glue gun plugged in. Hopefully it's not just dumping all over the desk. But yeah, she's getting her script today. And this is like a 1 week kind of play because it's a children's play, right? So every year they do auditions for children's play in this theater. It's not too far, but it's not in the same city. But yeah, they do auditions. Like last year, she got a part in the play as well, and I think I posted it maybe on Instagram. I'm not sure, but she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is my career. This is what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life." I mean, that's okay, right? If it's a little whatever. So, since they do plays like that once a year, she's been counting down the days to the audition. And the night before the audition, she could not sleep. She had like psyched herself out. She was so excited. And then she came downstairs like crying, like, "Mom, I can't go to sleep. I don't know what to do." It's just because she was excited. She was too excited. I think I'm going to cut that little piece off if I can. If not, then I'll just tuck it in when we're done. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so she's getting her script today. And then it's going to be nothing but this play for the next week. So, and like last year, because I go to all the rehearsals, like a lot of parents just drop their kids off, but I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I actually like to see the rehearsals and stuff. Last year, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a disaster. Like, it was just so all over the place and terrible. I was just like, oh my gosh, because my mother-in-law had bought tickets and my aunts had bought tickets, and I was just like, oh my gosh, they paid money to see this and it's just gonna be the worst. But every day it's like the kids got better, and I was shocked by the weekend when the play was actually happening. They were all so like professional. They all knew their lines. It was just like, I could not believe that they were able to pull this show off, because during rehearsals during the week I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be awful. I mean, it was really, really bad. But somehow they pulled it off, and I'm just like, the directors directing a children's play, oh, you gotta be a special type of person to do that, you know. But yeah, I was proud of all the kids and the directors for dealing with, because some kids were just a little crazy, you know. But it was really cool to see it all come together during the week, and I really like that. So I'm excited to see how it's going to go this time, because I expected like a lot of the same kids that were there last year to show up, and they didn't, which was odd, because I had talked to a lot of their parents or grandparents or whoever, you know, brought them to the audition, and they were like, oh yes, my kids do this every year, and you know, whatever conversations. And I was just really shocked, because there was not like a single person who was there last year. I figured that, you know, Emma would get to see some of the friends that she made last year or something, but no, all new. But she loves being around new people and stuff. She's very social. She definitely did not get that from me, because I am so antisocial. I mean, the older I get, the better it is, but I think up here it's just gonna be like a folded situation, because there's no way to stretch it, you know, so that you don't get those lines. How did that lady do it? Maybe she used different kind of fabric or something. I don't know. I think she did use something like, oh, what is that stuff called? It's like velvet, or I don't know. So I think that material was more stretchy. Look at our pumpkin. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, I know I'm a dork, but I just think that's so cool. But yeah, so I'm very excited to see the production come together. And last year, my son, he was too little. Like, he went to the beginning, because we have to go like immediately after school, and you know, drive there to make it there in time for rehearsals, because they're very like, don't be late, don't miss a day, you know, dedication, which is something good to teach kids. But yeah, we had to drive like immediately. So like last year, my mother-in-law, she would come and pick him up, my son, because he gets very annoyed very quickly, and yeah, so my mother-in-law picked him up last year, and brought him home and stuff. But this year, I think he's going to be better. The older he gets, the better he becomes. He has sensory processing disorder, which they say is not on the spectrum, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know about that, because like they tested him for autism and stuff, and he was like, they base it in Texas at least on a point system, and apparently he was 2 points or something shy of being on the spectrum. And I'm like, okay, like who determines these points, But anyway, the older he gets, the better he is at dealing with certain situations and feelings and stuff like that, So I think this year he'll be fine, because he loves to read. So I just bought him a bunch of brand new books to read, and he's gonna have his tablet and stuff like that, because gosh, the rehearsals are so long. It's from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and then we have to drive home, so we don't get home until like 9:30, 9:45, and it's like immediate bedtime, so I needed something to, sorry about all those little squeaky sounds, I needed something to distract him with, so I decided that this year he will bring his tablet, and he'll get to read the new books, and we always bring like a sack lunch thing, so like for 1 week the kids literally just eat sandwiches every day, which they're totally fine with. Oh my god, look at this pumpkin. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's actually kind of relaxing to do this. Okay, now we're going to repeat the pattern. I mean, is this just me, or is this cool? Like, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's move it over a little. Alright. Get to stabbing. Oh, sorry. I don't know how loud that was. Yeah, I really like this. I love doing crafts, and I don't have that much time to do crafts that much anymore, especially because my daughter has joined choir, so that's another thing. And now she wants to be in, I think it's called honor choir, but I was like, what's honor choir? And she's like, it's like choir, but you do more things, and you get to go more places and stuff like that. So I don't call it honor choir, I call it super choir, because it's like, I don't know. So my daughter just joined choir, and she's already like, I want to join super choir, and I'm like, oh, good. But that's what she wants to do, so I remember when I was a kid, I think I was in 4th grade. I think 4th grade is when you get to start doing like extra stuff at school. And so I think it was 4th grade. I joined the choir, And I was like, ooh, I'm part of some team and like doing stuff. And so we were practicing for a Christmas, I don't know, like concert or something. And I was so excited. And they told us that, yes, we got to perform for the school, which was fun. But we were also going to the mall. I don't think the mall now that we have now was the mall. I don't think that one had been built yet. I think it was like a mall, maybe like in Houston or something like that. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna perform for like the city, at the mall. Like, it was just gonna be so exciting. And I was just like thrilled, thrilled about it. Well, I got a C in shock math. And they were like, yeah, you don't get to go. And I'm like, what the hell? Why not? And they're like, yeah, you have to have A's and B's to be able to do the fun stuff. So you don't get to go. I was so mad. I immediately quit. I was like, this is crap. Like, to me, that just wasn't fair because school was really hard for me. Like, really hard, especially math. And I'm like, I passed. I got a C. But that's not good enough to do the fun extracurricular activities or something. It's like, that's not right. I understand, like, in high school, doing that because you gotta motivate, kids to do good because that also helps with college and stuff like that. But a little kid, like 4th grade, don't promise them something and then take it away because they have trouble in school. Like, I was just so mad. I think my mom was, I don't know how she felt about it, but I'm sure she was like, oh, thank God. Because if it's anything like me, I'm like, oh, more stuff. Like, I definitely want to support my daughter in, fun activities and stuff like that, but it's just like, oh. And now super choir, golly, on top of the acting, like, yikes. I feel like I'm super busy all the time anyway. But whatever makes her happy, so that's good enough for me. But yeah, I thought she wasn't going to get to join choir because the choir teacher was like, you can only miss 2 days a year or something like that. And if you miss any more, you're going to be kicked out. And I was like, oh, well, how's that going to work with, your tryout and stuff? What if you get it? Like, you're not going to be able to go to choir all week and blah, blah, blah. But she talked to her choir teacher and they got it approved. So she's all good as long as she knows her songs and stuff. But yeah, and I don't have to worry about her not being able to perform at, like, I don't think they're going to the mall. I think they're going to like other schools or something like that. But I don't have to worry about that with my daughter because she's like so smart. I'm so jealous. She must have got her dad's, school brain or something, because I did terrible in school and my husband, he did fantastic. He never had to study or do anything, like even in college. I was always doing so much homework and just constantly studying and like panicking, and we went to 2 different colleges, but like at one point we were going to college at the same time, and he never studied. I was constantly doing work and all kinds of stuff, and he was just like, oh yeah, I don't need to do that. And he made like straight A's. I'm like, oh, so not fair. But whatever, because my daughter has the same brain as him, and she does really well in school. Like really, really well. She's in the gifted and talented program, and this year they've created a new program called the Gifted and Talented Challenge Program, and only a handful of students from the whole district were chosen to be in it, and my daughter was chosen. Yeah, I know. I'm a proud mama. I have to brag about my super genius little girl. Because she's way smarter than me. So, whatever. But yeah, so she does regular GT, and they pull her out of class to do the challenge program, which she's like freaking out about because she's like super special. I thought that was pretty cool though. I'm like, what? A challenge program? How cool is that? I'm like, keep it up, girl. You get that free ride. Oh my gosh, we're almost done-ish, because we still got to do the... Oh, isn't that so cool? So awesome. Okay. And then this one goes here. This was actually easy. It's just time consuming. I think Ava's about to wake up. She's like, oh my gosh, you've been recording way too long, Mom. So if you hear shuffling in the distance, that's just her getting annoyed. It took me a while to record the video because some landscapers came by to my neighbor's house, and they decided to be very slow about landscaping today. So, Ava's been taking a nap for quite a while. And I think she's almost done. And then when her nap time's over, she just stares at me like, okay, why are we still here? What are we doing? But we're almost done. Oh, I can't wait to do the jute stuff and put the, what's that called? Stem on. Now see, if I would have got the regular styrofoam ball, it wouldn't have these little bumps, you know? And I wanted it to look like it was stuffed. So I was like, let me just go get a regular, like, styrofoam pumpkin and do that. Because also, that'll save me time, because I'm not going to be able to get those lines perfect and stuff, you know? No way. I think they actually have styrofoam pumpkins and stuff like that at, oh my gosh, look at that. At Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Oh wait, no. I need to use these scissors to cut open this cord stuff. Oh, come on. Okay. Now, are we going to be able to find the end? Probably not. How are we supposed to find the end? Where is the end? I guess I'll just unravel it until something comes loose. I don't know. Nothing's coming loose. Maybe it just goes that way. Alright, let me cut one of these ends and then, because I don't think we're going to need the whole roll. This pumpkin's not that big. Okay, let me, oh no, is it knotting? No. There's like this fuzzy stuff is going everywhere. So yeah, just shove it in there, and then look, we're going to wrap it around. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cool. Okay. Alright, I'm going to be using my glue gun that my husband got me for my birthday. Is it gonna work? There we go. So yeah, there's gonna be lots of I don't think I think I'll just like hot glue it like at the bottom and the top. Oh, my hand is super shaky today, guys. I told my husband, I was like, I'm pretty sure my muscle weakness is getting worse. Like my son is stronger than me. Okay, let me hot glue that down. Oh, I wish I had those little pink things. Like, I do have those little pink finger protectors, but I've bought them twice. Do I know where they are? No. Sure don't. Where do I put those things? I don't know. But nobody's going to be looking at the bottom, so we're all good. Ow. See? I just got it on me. Gross. Right, don't knot up. Ugh. Carefully. Don't want to burn my fingers. Okay, let's go around this way. Yeah, that one, it's okay. Let's see, can we still stick it to that glue? Yes, we can. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cute. Look at that. Hopefully I'm not pulling it off camera. I want you to be able to see it. Okay, I've got hot glue on my fingers. Now I'm probably gonna have to like shimmy past this hot glue to get in there, you know. But I'm gonna put some hot glue on this end. Oh, come on, hot glue. Okay. And then we're just gonna shove it in there. I think I'm gonna put a little bit here. And a little bit there. Move this back over there. There's like little strings everywhere, but once it cools, we can just rip that right off. You guys, look at this pumpkin. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? So we've got the, I guess that's pumpkin and sunflowers. We have this plaid, which is like a gray and orange plaid. We've got the red truck and pumpkins. This one is like a green, burnt orange, and then lighter orange plaid. And then it just repeats. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm kind of proud of myself. Let me know what you think. I think this is so cool. So cool. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.